My name is Margaret Sentamo. My background and relationship with Shallowford goes way back. Up until 3 years ago, I headed up the recruitment and selection unit for the Church of England. Shallowford was one of the venues we used. It lends itself in the sense that when you have a space for 32 people who have a serious piece of work to do, it's important, A, that they're comfortable, and B, that they're well fed, and the food at Shallowford is extremely good. Also that they have the environment in which to worship and pray and reflect, as well as talk to the candidates to help the assessors to arrive at the right decision.
You come together in this place for 3 days and you're aware that you're putting really your future in the hands of a handful of people that you've never met. The result of this is going to be to test, are you suitable for ministry? We all found actually that Shallowford was a place where we were put at ease.
Lichfield Diocese is very large geographically. We go from the Welsh borders to the top of Stoke-on-Trent and down to the bottom of Wolverhampton, or the outskirts of Birmingham. And Shallowford is positioned almost in the geographic centre of the diocese. Many of the retreat houses have gone. That's why the facilities that we're envisaging having built will allow us to have conferences and so on, which will produce the income that we need to be able to subsidise places for people to come on retreat. This is where you're up to?
This is where we are at the moment. We've got some nice... I came to the view that there was a sort of central yard space in the middle, which was the heart really of the building, and by actually infilling that and creating that as a new entrance foyer, what we've done is brought the heart or the centre of the building into the building and made it a usable space.
For 70 years, Shallowford has been at the centre of our training and our retreat programme, used heavily all the time for training courses and for opportunity for people to come away and be quiet and pray. And all the parishes depend very heavily on the programmes that we run from here. People find if they can only get away from their usual surroundings and stay in a place like Shallowford House, that they can go deeper. A lot of people are hugely grateful to Shallowford because they remember courses that they've been on and times here which perhaps clarified their vocation, so they owe a debt of gratitude. And for others it's just at the strategic heart of what the diocese is all about.
My name's Victoria Lee. I'm the marketing officer for a national charity called Resolve. We've used Shallowford for a couple of years now. Staff away days, staff training days, staff development days, and this is a wonderful place to have it. It has all the advantages of a hotel in that it's very efficient, the food is very good, you know what's going to happen, you know you're going to be well cared for, but at the same time it's a much more informal setting, a much friendlier atmosphere, and of course you're meeting in a country house, not in a sort of purpose-built air-conditioned block. It's a very friendly, informal, attractive place to be.
To be good for another 70 years we need to have ensuite bathrooms and larger conference facilities. And it's just a matter of bringing the place up to date so that it can be really well used for the next generation.
If we don't do it now, then we see that there will be a real danger in 3 to 4 or 5 years that we would have to actually call it a day.
I think it would be a great loss for the Church of England if it were to close.
I think if anyone cares about the future ministry of the church and the people that are being trained to be ministers in the church, then it's a vital cause to lend your support to.
Please dig into your pockets, dig deeply and use your influence as much as possible to help get this project off the ground.
I think a recession makes people think about what's most important, and the thing about a place like Shallowford is it actually changes people's lives. They come here, they go on a course or a retreat and they find God speaking to them about their own life, and when you see people's lives changed, you know that's worth spending on.